And this is Dawn from Metal Wani, also known as Mama Love, and I'm talking to David Sanchez of HAVOK. Thank you so much for talking to us today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Awesome. So you've got a new album coming out called Conformicide, and it's set to drop in March. How stoked are you to have new music coming out?
Can't wait. This is going to be the first time, this is the longest time between records we've ever had, so last one came out 4 years ago. Can't wait for this.
Right. I saw in your bio that you've been working on it for 3 years, so and it has turned out spectacularly, I must say.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're anticipating a great response from fans?
I think so, yeah. I think people are going to like it. Heavy and fast, and there's some cool music on there.
Right. What was the inspiration for the name of the album?
Well, conformicide essentially is like pesticide, or like suicide or homicide. Talking about killing conformity here.
Okay.
I think that title fits the lyric themes throughout the whole record.
So the album itself, it's really aggressive and fast, yet at the same time kind of funky and a little melodious. And I was really blown away by the thrash aspect and the technical writing, especially on "Intention to Deceive." That was a great song.
Oh, cool! Thank you.
It's got riffs and bass lines and crazy vocals, which would normally beg the question, what is the nature of your writing process? But I saw in your bio that you say you generally start with a riff and go from there. Can you kind of expound on that process a little bit?
Yeah, normally starts with a good riff, and then we put some drums to it. Then we start experimenting with second guitar and seeing if the second guitar should be following the other one, or if it should do its own line or a harmony or something like that. And after that, we start figuring out what the bass is going to be doing. And then normally the last thing to happen is the vocal patterns.
Excellent. Do you feel that all the members of the band having input on the writing lends a certain dynamic to the music?
Yeah, for sure. I think anytime you do that, 4 heads are better than one.
Right. It's obvious you like to experiment and, like the time signature changes and unique pitches and tones. I was wondering how much of a progressive influence you have on your music.
Pretty big. I listen to a lot of progressive rock from like 70s and 50s and stuff. So I think some of that has rubbed off on our music.
That's awesome. Forgive me for the pronunciation. Ingsoc, is that the correct pronunciation of that song?
Yeah, that's right.
That one and the Pieces in Pieces. So many of your songs have such a great, subtle, progressive aspects while maintaining the essence of thrash. Really couldn't say enough about it. The album's really great.
Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. You also take a lot of lyrical, inspiration from the state of the world and current events and things of that nature.
Yep.
As examples, Mastermind starts out with a news report, and Wake Up starts out with an air raid siren. Do you ever worry about being branded a political band?
No. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's gonna. If it hasn't already happened with a lot of people, it's gonna happen a lot more after they hear this record.
Sorry, do you think that a band's politics can, be a detriment to success?
I think if you're leaning one way or the other, possibly, like to the left or to the right, but we're not leaning either way. We're saying the whole system's fucked up.
So you guys are going out on tour soon to promote the new album. How stoked are you to get back out on the road?
Can't wait. It's been a while since we've toured the U.S. We haven't been out in the United States since the Megadeth tour. That was back in February, March, April. It'll be exciting to get back out.
Excellent. So, and expecting, great response from live fans. How much of the new music are you playing live?
We'll at least be playing a few songs every night. On the headline shows, we'll probably do a little more than 3.
Yeah. Do you change your set list from night to night, or?
I'm not sure how much it'll change on this tour. We normally do change it a little bit every night, depending how we're feeling.
Okay, and the response. Hopefully, you got lots of active crowds. When's the tour actually start?
First show is in Chicago on February 8th.
Awesome. I noticed that the closest you're coming to Baltimore is Philadelphia, so just had to add that in there.
Yeah, we'll be in Philly with Suicidal Tendencies and Crowbar.
So, just to wrap up a little bit, one of the questions I like to ask when we've got people that are releasing new music that's not actually out yet, how would you describe the sound of the new album in one sentence?
I would say it's fast, heavy, groovy, aggressive, dynamic, layered, riff, heavy metal.
That is an excellent description. While I'm at it, I was just thinking back to the new music. You've just recently taken in with a new bassist, and
yes,
I wanted to praise his musical ability because his bass lines on the new album are just great. I love how they fit into everything else.
Yeah, there's some really cool bass work on the record, and working with Nick has been going well. He's a really, really talented bass player.
There was I wanted to ask you something about the producer. Is this the first time you've worked with him?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he pushed everybody to get good performances out, and every once in a while would offer some cool ideas.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here, and I thank you so much for giving me a call and letting me talk to you today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks a lot for having me on.